Hey everybody, Daver here, and welcome to the show.
Hey, this guy's Chad.
And Chandler's back as well. How we doing, Dave? It's the lead up to All In.
We're doing pretty good. Looking forward to All In, and I'm looking forward to see our predictions for the pay-per-view.
I think this could be our most differing predictions out there. That's a good thing because they've been booking these stories pretty well. For the most part, there's been some holes, but for the most part, I'm pretty excited about All In.
Yeah, me too. I think the storytelling they've been doing leading into it's been for the past year or so, been is better than most of what they've been doing lately. So, really excited. I think there's a lot of unpredictable matches, not a lot of gimmies, which is nice. I know we've been having a lot of heated debates, and it's predictions time. So, gonna put our points where our mouth is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of points, Chandler, do you want to tell the audience how we tally our point system?
Of course I do. Now, if you joined us for our SummerSlam review, because we tried to switch it up, we just threw that on at the end of a Bless You Dynamite review. So we did what's more typical, where it's just, you pick one guy, you get 1 point. But for AEW, we try to have it be a little different. So you basically get 3 points a match. You get 2 points on who you think will win and 1 point for who you want to win. So take, for example, this Jericho Hook match, right? If you wanted Jericho to win and you thought Hook will win, you'd put 2 points on Hook, 1 on Jericho. But if you were all in on Jericho, you think he wins and you want him to win, yeah, I know Chad is. You'd get all 3 points on Jericho. And then if Jericho wins, you get all 3 points. But if Jericho loses, you lose 3 points. So it's a bit like, kind of how AEW is a little bit about like betting and gambling and double or nothing, all in, all that nonsense. We kind of have the same implementation, and it's just a little bit different. But yeah, we want to get started. We have 2 extra matches than what's been officially revealed for All In, just because we're almost certain they're going to be on the card. And if there's something we missed, we'll talk about it in our Dynamite review. But before, anything else you guys want to say before we get started?
I got nothing.
Let's see. Just looking forward to the show. I've got the day off, I guess, so I'm gonna catch that puppy real early in the morning
Nice.
over here in America.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it as soon as I get off of work. So no disturbances. But yeah. So starting off with what is so far the only 0-hour match, which, by the way, it's revealed that it's a 2-hour 0-hour. Sounds a login. But the only match revealed so far is Tomohiro Ishii and Willow Nightingale of the Conglomeration versus Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander. Dave, who do you got and why?
All right. I want Willow and Ishii to win for my 1-pointer, but I think Stokely and Statlander are going to pull some shenanigans again and win it.
I think that's fair. This one's a little hard because it's by far the least impactful match on the card. There's no stakes to it at all, but that's okay. This is kind of what 0-hour matches are for. It's just fun. So I think if this was Chris Statlander and Willow on the pre-show, we were talking before, we'd be a little bummed, but it's a fun tag match. You got Stokely in there wrestling. It'll be a good time. Chad, who do you got and why?
I think and want. I am much like Chandler and the women's champion. I am just gonna go all in on my girl. And my brain is blanking on names all of a sudden. Stokely and the other girl. Wow, my head is. I am high as kite on cough syrup right now.
You're pulling it through. All right. So just to clarify, you're all in on Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander.
Yeah, that's the one.
To win? Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
This is gonna be weird.
hey, you know what? If your opinions somehow change by Dynamite, you can change them. We're pretty lenient with these. You just can't. I think you can change these all the way until day of. So I hate to say it, I don't know. Like, I have no idea what I think or want from this match because I kind of want I want it both ways because I want Willow and Nightingale to win, but I also think it would be really, really funny if Stokely pinned Tomohiro Ishii. I think a lot of people would get very upset, and then it's like, well, who do I think will win? And it's like, well, maybe Chris Statlander will pin Willow because then when you get to that inevitable solo match, Willow will win. And this is just a way to get Chris Statlander a win. But it's such a big crowd. Wouldn't you want to give him like a feel good moment? So, there's so much in my head right now. So I'm just to be different. I'm going to go the opposite of Dave. I'm going to say I think Willow and Ishii are going to win because give that it'll be like the match that starts before the pay-per-view. You give a big babyface win, everyone's happy, but I want Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway to win only because I want Stokely to pin Ishii and I can laugh. I'll just be laughing for the whole rest of the show. I won't be paying attention. Next up, for the world champion, the champion who's been holding this title for over 116 days. 100 days is one thing. 116? That's impressive. Christopher Jericho defends against Hook. Chad, who do you got and why?
Oh, Hook all the way. If it isn't, then this whole thing's just been a big old waste of time.
Yeah, I think this is an exact repeat of the FTW title feud from last year, but longer and less real glass. I think it's Hook gets his title stolen from a bastard, and then all in he gets it back. So I'm all in on Hook. Dave?
All in on Hook. I'm with Chad. Big waste of time if he doesn't win that back. I mean, why, if he doesn't get it back, like, how are they going to extend this any longer? Like,
Well,
they're going to lose me,
this
like, for good.
this
I thought they already
championship,
have.
yeah, this championship doesn't matter to anyone but Hook. Like, so it never made sense for anyone to win it but Hook. So if Hook loses here, and it's part of the stipulation where he can never wrestle for it again, then who beats Jericho for it? And then therefore, who cares? So please, for the love of God, Hook wins. And I have a prop bet set up with this match, but we'll get to that later. Next up, this is another match that has not been officially announced, but come on, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Hangman Adam Page versus Jeff Jarrett. We'll start with Dave. Who do you got and why?
All right. I'm all in on Jarrett.
Really? I'm not against it because they could play into the current Hangman theme where his anger gets the best of him and Jarrett capitalizes on that.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's happened already.
Yep. He lost to Darbs, but that's bold. All in on Jeffrey Jarrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jarrett's on my Mount Rushmore, so I can't Hangman isn't.
Chad, who do you got and why?
I want Jarrett to win, but I think Hangman will win. Just because I think he needs a win on a pay-per-view, because like most of his losses and stuff have all been, fudging around on Dynamite. So it's time for him to, annihilate somebody on a pay-per-view.
Yeah. I am all in on Mr. Hangman Page. Because I used to say Hangman or the Punk Drew feud was the most interesting thing in wrestling. And I'm a little less interested in the Punk Drew story than I was, say, a month ago. And that's because, have you guys heard about the stipulation they announced for it?
No.
So they're doing a match at Bash in Berlin, and it's a strap match. not a cool strap match where you just beat the crap out of each other. It's a crappy WWE one where you have to touch all four corners.
Oh yeah, I hate that stip.
So it's like when they announce a steel cage, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then they go, remember, you can escape the cage and win. And I'm like, that's not the point of the cage match. So sorry, Hangman. Hangman is still the most interesting thing in wrestling right now. I'm trying to praise AEW. Hangman is the most interesting thing in wrestling for me right now. So I want him to win, and I think he'll win, even though there's a non-0% chance that Jarrett sneaks one out of him. But I'm all in on Hanger. Now, I'm gonna skip the gauntlet match. We're gonna build up to that. We're gonna go through a couple more matches that aren't the most interesting. So we got the London ladder match for the trios titles. The current champions, the Patriarchy, defend against the Bang Bang Gang, the House of Black, and a mystery fourth team. So we'll start with Chad. Who do you got and why?
Shoot. Let's see. Jay White's still on in injured list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So probably not them. Let's go House of Black just because, gothy. All in on them. No reason other than they're goth. I like goth.
Interesting. It's not the 0% chance, but
No, it's the lowest.
no, I think the Bang Bang Gang is the low. Like I think House of Black are more likely to do it over Bang Bang Gang. And then we don't know who this other team is. But Dave, who do you got and why?
I think the Patriarchy are going to retain, and I want the Bang Bang Gang to win.
That's fair.
All right, I'm gonna do something bold. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna say I'm gonna agree with Dave initially. I think the Patriarchy will retain because they're pretty fun. They're pretty good. I love Christian Cage. Love to see him victorious at All In. However, I'm putting my want on the mystery team, brother. Cause here's the thing, right? Because this is kind of like when the Hardys came back at WrestleMania 33 and won the tag team titles. That was pretty nutty. So what if it's either a big surprise, like I think we were saying, like Bobby Lashley, MVP, Shelton Benjamin. So that'd be like, whoa, this is insane, and it would be really cool to put the titles on them. Or it's a new new team like Top Flight or maybe Private Party get a third member or something. So you get to see them, pushed with a new belt. So I want something I'm not expecting. Now, if it's Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes, and I don't know someone else, I'll eat a crow. I'll just be disappointed. But I'm going mystery team for my 1er and 2 for the Patriarchy.
Okay.
Next
I
up,
like that.
we have a 3-way tag team title match. The champions, the Young Bucks, are defending against FTR and Acclaimed. I'll start this one off. I don't think the Young Bucks should lose to either of these two teams. I think it needs to go to a newer tag team to kind of build them. Or I keep calling this Adam Copeland Christian reunion, and they're the ones to beat the Young Bucks, and it just got delayed because Adam Copeland unfortunately got injured. So I'm saying I'm all in on the Young Bucks. Not because they're particularly my favorite right now, but I don't think the Acclaim should win, and I don't think FTR should win, and I don't really want them to win. And in a triple threat, like it's almost more likely for the champion to sneak away with the belt. Dave, I guess champions. Dave, who do you got and why?
Well, let me say first off, I am so glad it isn't just FTR versus the Young Bucks.
Yes.
Like, I'm so happy. Thank you, AEW Tony Khan. Because that would have pissed me off.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put my 2 points for I think the Young Bucks will retain, but I like the Acclaimed so much more than FTR. I want them to win.
I think I would rather have the Acclaimed win because they've only had one tag title reign, right?
Yeah.
So I think there could be something more interesting. Like, I don't know what we would see from an Acclaimed tag team run right now, so I'm not 100% against it. FTR, I think I know exactly what we're getting. So,
Yeah. Dude, the Acclaimed were fucking hot when they were tag champs.
Yeah.
Everybody loved the Acclaimed.
all right. Chad, what do you got and why?
I'm gonna go in all in on the Bucks. Similar to Chandler. I think like the lusters won't wearing off on the Acclaimed and FTR. Man, who cares? So yeah, let's keep it going with the Bucks until something more interesting happens.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I know we're doing predictions, but did you guys hear about Kenny Omega and his potential return?
No.
So he's started training again, but he still has moderate pain in his stomach. So he's not able to take bumps yet. So they basically said we have no idea like when he's going to return. Like
Wow.
nothing planned. But he is training. So that's
Cool.
good news.
Yeah, he got like half an inch of intestine removed or
Ugh.
something.
Oh my gosh. Poor guy. I didn't hear that. Poor guy.
Yeah, Michael Nakazawa did an interview, kind of giving an update, and yeah, he's got no abdominal strength, basically.
Yeah.
Damn. Even just outside of a wrestling scope. Hope he gets well soon. So
He needs help scooping cat litter because he
Aww.
has to bend over.
Yep.
Poor Kenneth. I'll do it for you. Anyways,
Yeah, I would too.
so in a coffin match for the TNT title, we have the champion Jack Perry defending against Darby Allin. Dave, who do you got and why?
I'm all in on Jack Perry. Darby has not impressed me with his veracity or need for the belt. Like he's not acting like he needs it enough for me to want him to win in any way. Like he's just kind of you're not sacrificing Jack Perry.
He's kind of just like, Jack Perry, you're stinky. I hate you. You don't deserve that. I do because reasons.
I'm gonna set you on fire.
I think if I don't know why he was chosen to win the Royal Rampage because like it kind of undermines this that oh well even if he loses here he's got a world title shot at Grand Slam like kind of lame but I think all you say
Good. Did you guys see the ugly new TNT title that Jack Perry
I
debuted?
did. So for some reason, a lot of people are really liking Chad Perry for that. This is on Twitter, right? So pinch of salt. But a lot of people are saying, "Wow, Jack Perry's really cool because he did it himself." And I was like, like A, it's ugly. B, so what that he made his title? To me, he's still a boring in-ring wrestler, and he's not a great promo. So no matter what, I'm like, I don't know what you'll do to get me interested in him, but this isn't it. Like, the most I could probably feel is pity for him right now, but I don't know. We're kind of getting distracted. Chad, who do you got and why?
Statlander. No, wait.
Danielson.
Let's see. I want Darby to win because he's my boy, but I think Perry's gonna win because just the analytics of it. I feel like he's the guy that's getting pushed right now, and he's one of Tony's boys, and he's gonna get that push.
I think that's fair. You think Jack Perry's going to retain, but you'd like Darby to win. I hate to copy you. I kind of feel the same way. Um, even though I don't like, I hate to say, I don't really want Darby to win. I feel nothing towards this match, honestly. Um, but I'm pretty sure Jack
Yeah, me
Perry's
too.
gonna win. Isn't this only his like second defense of the title? because he had the open challenge against Marco Stunt where he lawn darted him, and then nothing else. So, but I don't think Darby's like I hate to say it, after Copeland, like Christian brought that TNT title up, and I think Copeland maintained it. He didn't like raise it more. He just maintained it, and then it's fallen off a cliff with Jack Perry. And I think it's mostly because Copeland defended that belt all the time on TV, and it was pretty entertaining. Like it's like, oh, Adam Copeland against Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Copeland against the whole House of Black. Like it was fun. Jack Perry has had one squash match against Marco Stunt, and that's it. Like, doesn't make him look good. So I'm just thoroughly disinterested in this match.
It's fair.
I also feel nothing for this feud.
And then
except for I want Taco Bell now.
good callback. Are they? So I also think a coffin match for their first one-on-one match is a little like, it's not a bad idea as in terms of like it'll be quality, but it's kind of jumping the gun a little bit. I don't know. Anyways,
I don't think Darby's ever lost a coffin match either. I want him to.
Till now. Next up for the American title, I pledge allegiance to the American title.
The people.
We have the current champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman defending against Billy Boy Ospreay. Chad, who do you got?
Whoa. Ospreay, totally Ospreay.
All in on Ospreay.
Yeah. I just think that's the trajectory of the story. He dropped it so he could win it back in front of his home crowd to get that giant pop and send him home happy.
And he can bring the international title back that we all know and love and be a hero.
Yeah.
Dave, who do you got? And why?
I'm going to hedge my bets a little bit. Think Ospreay, but I want MJF. I want Kyle Fletcher to turn on Ospreay because Don Callis told him to.
So you think this will be heartbreak, or you want there to be heartbreak?
Yep. Just
interesting.
Bold 1 point worth of heartbreak.
Bold move. Let's see if that pays off. I'm gonna go all in on Ospreay, but it's not because I really want him to win. I want this feud to be over. So and it's not like the American title was funny, but I kind of just wish it was like, oh, it's the international title again, and you can just kind of like leave it. And I'm not super interested in MJF as the champ right now. I think he should have some like feuds that aren't over a belt for a little bit. I think that could be a lot more interesting. But yeah, so all in on Billy Boy Ospreay. Next up, this one might be interesting for the TBS title. The CEO, Mercedes Moné, who's also the champion, takes on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Dave, who do you got and why?
Oh, all right. Man, I want Mercedes to do the right thing and drop that belt. She'll still have one left. I'm gonna I'm going all in on Britt.
All in on Britt. That's interesting.
Huh.
Chad, what do you got and why?
Well, at the risk of copying Dave, that's kind of where my head was at too.
Oh my gosh. I'm all in on Britt too.
Yeah, I feel like she's just hot as heck as she comes back. She looks like $1 million. The crowd pops for her.
Have I convinced you guys? I think it's literally just the fact that it's not for her both belts, it's for the one.
Yeah.
But I did hear some news that kind of threw away one of my predictions. So I was saying, oh, you have Jamie Hayter come back to help save her, right? Apparently, there was some scuttlebutt from someone in the AEW like locker room, and they said that, quote, the ship has sailed on a relationship between the two.
Aw.
So,
yeah.
but I mean, Santana and Ortiz hated each other at last year's All In, and they still were in a match together on the same team and got through it. So I'm sure Jamie Hayter could turn up for one match, even the odds, and then go her separate way. So yeah, I think Britt all the way on Britt. So before we get to
real quick, Jamie Hayter was supposed to be the proto Mariah May. She never got her turn on Britt Baker.
Really?
Yeah, that was supposed to happen.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Next up. So I put this match off because I feel like this could be the one where it could go anywhere. The Casino Gauntlet Battle Match, as we called it. We have one known name. It's Orange Cassidy. He's starting it at number 1. And there's 20 other participants. We did have a fun little game last week where we listed off a bunch of names. And I think we said if you get one of those people right, you get 1 point. Chad gets a little bit extra points for his a little bit extra crazy picks. But other than that, Dave, what do you got and why?
Well, I know who you're gonna pick.
Me? How do you know who I'm gonna pick? I could pick maybe I just really think Orange Cassidy's gonna win. It's time for him to win the big one.
Oh yeah. He's never really done that. Let's see. Like, I want to pick who you're gonna pick, but I don't want to copy you.
Nah, pick who you want to pick. That's what's fun about this.
Oh man, I don't want to steal your thunder, man, but Takeshita.
Would you be all in on Takeshita?
Let me split here. I'll do think Takeshita. Well, want Takeshita. I'll do my want for Takeshita. And I'll do my think for which this was going to be kind of a prop bet, but Ricochet.
Ooh.
Ricky O'Shea. Interesting. Totally didn't spell his name wrong. All right. Chad, who do you got and why?
Want Orange Cassidy to win because I like him. He's funny. But I think let's do something out of left field here. Just funny.
Marty Skrull.
That would be funny. No, I'm thinking I've picked a lot of faces. I think a heel needs to win. Who's a hot heel right now?
Hangman.
Yeah.
Double duty.
Yeah, it could be him. Sure, I'll throw Hanger on there. Yeah, originally my plan was Osprey because I was like, but he's won the other two.
Him in those gauntlet matches. Yeah, Dave, you're right. I'm all in on Takeshita. Do I really think he'll win? No, but I think there's so many unknowns about this that I'd rather just, as always, go all in on Takeshita. And then if I'm right, ooh, baby, that's something hot.
Dude, Zack Sabre Jr. won the G1.
I know. That's pretty sick.
He's the first Brit ever to do it.
It's awesome. I mean, he's well deserved it.
He is so good. Man, oh man. Just me and Chad watching the Prestige show 30 feet away, just right there in Portland, Oregon, freaking doing his stuff. Like, amazing. He's so good.
I think New Japan, at least for the last 10 years or so, they always seem to have a white guy on top. Maybe not in the top of the card, but someone in the main event. So Osprey, and before him Omega. So Zack Sabre Jr. stepping into that position, like, yeah, well deserved. He can do it. He's been phenomenal for years. So, all right, I think this one might be the hardest match for me to pick, and I have not decided, so I will figure it out. You already know. This is for the AEW Women's Title. Timeless Tony Storm takes on Mariah May. Dave, who do you have and why?
It's all about Mariah. All in.
All in on Mariah.
Yeah. I think Tony has done a excellent job with that character, being a champ, the whole 9 yards. I love her, but I think that her quest for revenge and delirium is going to cost her that title.
Yeah. Funny feeling you're right. Chad, who do you got and why?
Same. I think it's time. I think Tony's did a great job, but it's time to pass that torch. And Mariah May is kind of looks like $1 million. She's had like one kind of not great live promo, but other than that, like amazing in the ring, good off-screen promos. So yeah, let's pass that torch along. Let's see what she can do.
I really hope they let this match go like 20, 25 minutes. Like it could be an all-time women's match if they let it. You know, I don't want this to be fourth on the card, cut for time, because MJF Ospreay took 90 minutes. You know, I don't want that. So I got so much riding on this. I got my reputation as a predictor. I got the Tony streak, and I think I have to keep the streak alive.
Ooh.
I will go all in on Tony Storm because I think if Tony wins, it could be the biggest pop of the night. Could. Because I mean, looking at the next match, I don't think someone is winning. So I think that'll be not a bad ending, but like a little bit more of a downer. But speaking of which, the final countdown, title versus career. Swervelin Strickland takes on Mr. Bryan Danielson. I'll start this one off because I'm feeling bold. I'm feeling brash. I'm all in on Swerve. I think this year is the year of Swerve. You don't have him beat a big up and coming talent like Will Ospreay, and you know, I wouldn't say having him lose to Danielson is wasting it. I'm not saying that, but I think it's a little illogical, I guess. I think if you wanted to have Danielson win this, it would be more fitting against someone like Ospreay because they already have a bit of a story going on where Ospreay beat him one. Why is it this Ospreay versus Danielson for the title?
Right.
Now that I'm thinking about this, why didn't Ospreay win? Okay, hear me out. Ospreay wins at Forbidden Door, and then like Swerve is still one of my favorites, but Ospreay wins at Forbidden Door. Danielson wins the Owen, so I have to go for you, and then that makes the streak versus title or not streak career thing make more sense, and it makes the stupid Tiger Driver story make more sense because I have to beat Danielson. He's putting his career on the line, and I won't use the Tiger Driver.
Would have been interesting.
Tony Khan, come on, it was right there. I know you'd have Ospreay lose in his home country, but I think they would cheer Danielson if he went. I don't know. I'm rambling. All in on Swerve. All in on Swerve. I think this is Swerve's house, Swerve's time, all that nonsense. I think there's been clues about this. I think for one, it was that Jeff Jarrett one where it was it was the one where he was like, my neck is fixable, but like how like we got to keep it fixable, something like that. I think that was a hint. There was a little bit. I saw an interview today where he said his family will be there, and his daughter Birdie, who this was, this all started for her in the beginning, legit said that Birdie said that she wants him to lose. So all in on Swerve. But Dave, who do you got and why?
Let's see. Going all in on Danielson. I think all of it.
I think that's fair.
It'll be a monumental moment, like a super feel-good moment, because Swerve is pretty much leaning towards heel now. Like, he's so good at just, like, chameleon changing depending on the situation or the opponent, which I got to give him props for that. He can be anything, like at any given moment, which is awesome. But yeah, he's been kind of a dick. So yeah, and for me the trademarking yes, yes, yes a couple weeks ago for Bryan Danielson really made me think he was going to win that thing. Imagine everyone in that stadium all at once, him holding up the belt like
I think that's fair, and I think this match is a key part of the great building of this year, because I mean we'll get to Chad, even though Chad has said who he wants. We're differing so much, and I think we both have valid reasons for who we're picking.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not just picking like the Tony Storm one is kind of just because I'm keeping the silly streak alive, and there's a part of me that does want her to win, even though Mariah's great and I want her to succeed. There's a small part of me that wants Tony to win, so I can't deny it. But this, I feel like it genuinely could go either way, and there's legitimate points for either. But Chad,
Yeah, like you, I think it can go either way. I'm going all in on Danielson, mostly because my fantasy booking has them doing it again at Wrestle Dream and Swerveland winning it back, and maybe Danielson sailing off to the sunset in front of his home crowd and Swerve's home crowd.
yeah.
I feel like all in all, that'd be like kind of a crazy, interesting moment. So that's my reasoning.
I think that's fair reasoning. And then that storyline of I'll retire when I lose this title. That's always a good story too, and it's right there for the taking. But yeah, so we'll see how this goes. That is all of the matches that we think will happen. I'm sure they're going to add like 2 or 3 more pre-show matches. You know, get one more women's match on there. Have a fun tag team with some maybe local talent. I don't know, but do we want to have some prop bets, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Dave, you had a couple. What are yours? What are yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pretty specific on individuals debuting / appearing instead of broad like AEW, former WWE. So
Damn you, Arn Anderson.
let me start here.
That's still the funniest thing. That's the only reason I won the SummerSlam thing was because of Arn Anderson.
Yeah. And that was my prop bet too. All right, let's see. We're gonna go Ricochet, yes or no? I'm a big yes.
I'm a yes sir. I'm a yes sir. Chad?
Interesting. I'm gonna say no, but where do you guys think? Give the three-way? Oh, the
Gauntlet.
gauntlet. Okay.
Yeah. It's a really, really easy way to just throw them in there. Who you got next, Dave?
Maybe a package deal, MVP Bobby Lashley. I don't know. No one knows about their non-competes. So
I heard something about Bobby Lashley can turn up anywhere, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
But also that's kind of shocking because every single person who leaves WWE, no matter what, has some sort of no compete, even if it's just 30 days. I don't think we're 30 days out from Bobby Lashley's thing being over, but it could happen. And I'm also willing to say, because you said 2 people, I think if one of these people show up, it still counts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say no, which spoilers, I'm gonna say no, that neither Lashley nor MVP are showing up.
MVP trademarked the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dave,
just because I want it, yes.
it'd be cool. It would be really cool and another big name for AEW. My only reason I'm saying no is because the no compete clause no one really knows. And I think Bobby wants to do MMA. So, and I don't think MMA and AEW have really had any sort of relationship. I know Tony Khan's pretty willing to do anything, but we just haven't seen that before. So maybe he would do like 2 months of MMA and then go to AEW. But Chad, are you a yeser or a noer?
Nah.
I think that's fair. All right. Do you have another prop bet, Dave?
I do. Rebecca freaking Quinn.
Bull.
That would be huge. Shows
It
up to
would.
confront Mercedes or something.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Could you imagine actually getting a big women's, like a good women's wrestler, unlike Monet? I'm gonna say no, because it'd be cool, but he's a WWE lifer.
Yeah.
Are you saying yes, Dave?
Only because I want it. Yep.
It's bold, but what are you feeling, Chad?
Also, no. I think if and when she comes back to wrestling, it'll be WWE.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance, but maybe she really does just want to take a little sabbatical. All right, do you have another one, Dave?
This one I'll do just a general. Any returning injured AEW wrestler, can be anyone. Just someone who's been injured, out for a long time, out of left field. Oh yeah, they're back. Yeah. Whether it be Jamie Hayter, Miro, Keith Lee.
I'd say yes, because I keep on
I
pulling.
say yes.
Yeah, they got to fill that gauntlet up somehow.
Yeah, you got to have at least one big surprise. Any other, Dave?
Oh no, those are the fun ones that I thought of.
I have one, because I think you got most of the ones I might have had. Will there be anywhere on the show a real glass reference? Could be the coffin match, could be the FTW match, because we know Jericho likes to reference these stupid things. So I'm saying yes. I think Jericho will be in that stupid match with Hook, and he'll go up to like a glass and be like, "Real glass, hi guys, cry me a river."
As funny as that would be, I'm gonna say no, but that would be freaking hilarious.
Chad?
Yeah, I too am a no, because I'm a stick in the mud.
No, I think it's safer to say no. I just really want it. I think it'd be funny. I think that's the only prop bet I had. Chad, do you have any?
Nothing that Dave didn't say, so I'm ready to go lay down.
No worries. But yeah, so if there's any other matches announced on Dynamite or by Dynamite, we'll try to throw them on there. I know we're not finding out that fourth team for the trios title match until Collision, so unfortunately we can't find that out. I looked at the Dynamite card really quick. Nothing too like captivating. I know there's Claudio Okada, which would be good, and then Tony Storm versus Saraya, Jericho, and the Dynamite Kid. And then it's just another MJF Will Ospreay face off. So nothing too exciting. But I think that about does it. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Yeah. We should go ahead and tell everyone what to do to the like button and the subscribe button.
Oh, on that London ladder. And as you're thinking you're going for those trios titles because you're the fourth team, brother, grease up that elbow drop that like button.
And then, then we're going to crawl out of that coffin and we're going to take off our pink fuzzy coat and we're going to powerbomb Jack Perry into the subscribe button.
Cool. And then when Tony Storm loses the match, we're going to leave a comment about how much we enjoyed that match.
We're gonna cry. We're gonna cry. That's what we're gonna do. I was really
I love
hoping
it.
you would say we're gonna give the subscribe button to Tiger Driver 91.
Ooh, yeah, we should. We should give it one. Cool. And check us out on the audio realm where all podcasts are found. Spotify, Apple, all of them.
iHeartRadio, Podbean, check us out, baby. And we'll have our Dynamite review on Thursday. And then we'll have our all-in review hopefully next Monday. And then the week after that, we'll be back to our retro reviews because I don't think we're going to cover Bash in Berlin because I mean it seems like it'll be a fun card, but not a card we need to cover.
And we're going to do something fun here on the next episode, maybe the one after that. We're going to predict the Wrestle Dream card.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Shoot! I didn't hear about this. You're shooting me into it work, brother. Hell yeah! I'm down. I'm unironically down for that.
Dude.
That'll be fun.
Sounds
Dude, it's
fun.
going to take some brain work, big
Mental
brain work.
gymnastics.
I like
We're all
it. Yeah,
going,
Chad came
so.
up with that. Yeah, Chad came up with that. I was like, good idea.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, we're all going to it. We're going to be at Wrestle Dream live, baby. Woo!
You want to meet
Can't
your
wait.
favorite wrestling podcasters? I will shake your hand for $5. I'm kidding. I'll do it for one. Kidding. $3. Come on, I have standards.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think that just about does it, huh, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Well, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Chandler. Thank you, Chad.
Thank
And
you,
thank you, YouTube world. If you like our content, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and support us here at Grapple-Sauce. I'm gonna do the thing.
Do that thing. Do that thing.
Bye.
Peace.